Chemistry, Chapter 2, Acids, Bases, and Salts. Before going to learn question and answers, we will learn first fundamentals. So let's start. Formulas, meanings, context in chapter. Page 3, Chapter 2, Acids, Bases, and Salts. NaOH, sodium hydroxide. CO2, carbon dioxide. H2SO4, sulfuric acid. NaOH plus HCl gives rise to NaCl plus H2O. Sodium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid gives salt plus water. This is very important. Learn this properly. Na, Na2CO3, sodium carbonate, washing soda. CaCO3 plus 2HCl gives rise to CaCl2 plus CO2 plus H2O. Calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid gives calcium chloride plus carbon dioxide plus water. CaCl2 calcium chloride. CaOH twice calcium hydroxide. Another name slaked lime. NaHCO3 sodium hydrogen carbonate baking soda. Na2CO3 sodium carbonate washing soda. CaSO4 into half H2O. Here dot is that so into half H2O. Calcium sulfate hemihydrate is also known as plaster of Paris. This is also very important. And here half is there now. So hemihydrate. CaSO4 into 2H2O. Gypsum calcium sulfate dihydrate. CaOH twice. Calcium hydroxide. H2O. Water. Whenever you are going to practice diagrams, then you can see these formulas. So learn here only. First, see HCl. Hydrochloric acid. H2. Hydrogen gas. Zn. Zinc. H2SO4. Sulfuric acid. CO2. Carbon dioxide. Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate. Cl2. Chlorine gas. NaOH. Sodium hydroxide. NaCl sodium chloride, Cl chloride ion, OH hydroxide ion, Na sodium ion, H hydrogen ion. So we completed this basics. Now we are going to learn 1 mark questions, 2 mark questions and 4 mark questions. We are going to learn 1 mark questions, 15 1 mark questions, 7 2 mark questions and again 7 4 mark questions. So let's start. 1 mark questions. First question. Give example for a base. Answer sodium hydroxide or NaOH. Both are same but this is formula. Second question. Why does an aqueous solution and an acid conduct electricity? Answer due to availability of ions it conducts electricity. Availability of ions, so it conducts electricity. Third question, compare a real life situation where pH plays a vital role. Answer, our tooth decay starts when the pH of the mouth is lower than 5.5. So learn this. Fourth question, what might happen if the human stomach secreted a base instead of an acid? Predict your reasoning. Answer, it would affect nutrient absorption and pH balance throughout the body. Fifth question, which gas is released on the reaction of zinc granules with dilute sulfuric acid? Answer, hydrogen. Sixth question, complete the following equation. Acid plus base gives rise to salt plus dash. Answer, water. Acid plus base gives rise to salt and salt plus water. Seventh question, name the sodium compound which is used to remove permanent hardness of water. Answer, Sodium carbonate, washing soda, Na2CO3. Eighth question, which gas evolves when metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate react with acids? Answer, carbon dioxide, CO2. Ninth question, give any one example for neutralization reaction. Answer, NaOH plus HCl gives rise to NaCl plus H2O. Tenth question, the pH value of solution is 10. What is its color in the presence of methyl orange indicate? Answer, yellow. 11th question, why are toothpaste generally basic? Answer, toothpaste neutralize the excess acid and prevent tooth decay. 12th question, what happens to the pink color of phenolphthalein in a basic solution? Answer, pink color in a basic solution. 13th question, what happens when plaster of Paris is mixed with water? Answer, it changes into a hard mass of gypsum. 14th question, how many molecules of water of crystallization are there in washing soda crystals? Answer, 10 molecules. 15th question, name the substance which on treatment with chlorine gives bleaching powder. Answer, calcium hydroxide, slaked lime or CaOH twice. We have learned 15 1 mark questions. 15. Okay. 2 mark questions. 2 marks we are going to learn 7 questions. First question, propose two real life situations where the neutralization reaction is useful. Answer, here 2 points you have to write. First point, people use antacid which neutralize stomach acid providing relief. Second point, brushing with alkaline toothpaste neutralize the acids in mouth and protects teeth. Second question, what happens if curd or source sour substances kept in brass or copper vessels? Answer, you have to write in 2 points. First point, curd and other sour substances contain acids. Second point, therefore, when they are kept in brass and copper vessels, the metals reacts with the acid to liberate hydrogen gas and harmful products, thereby spoiling the substances. Third question, metal compound reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to produce what is this? Effervescence. The gas evolved existing ex- extinguished a reaction of the compounds formed is calcium chloride. Sorry guys, I have pronounced wrong. So leave it. Answer. If you see answer, metal compound is calcium carbonate. When calcium carbonate is reacted with dilute chloric acid, it produces calcium chloride, water, and carbon dioxide. See this equation. Through this equation, we are going to read this now. Hmm. Calcium compound is calcium carbonate. When calcium carbonate when calcium carbonate is reacted with dilute hydrochloric acid, it produces calcium chloride plus carbon dioxide plus water. Fourth question, a milkman adds a very little amount of baking soda to fresh milk. Why does shift the pH of the fresh milk 6 to slightly alkaline? Answer, pH of fresh milk is really 6, which is acidic in nature, and at this pH milk soon gets spoiled. So to prevent from spoilage of milk, Milkman add a very little amount of baking soda to fresh milk so that milk taking to slightly alkaline. Fifth question. A milkman adds a very little amount of baking soda to a fresh milk. Why does this milk take long time to set as curd? Answer. For cooling milk, an acidic medium is required. Baking soda is basic in nature. When milkman adds a very little amount of baking soda to fresh milk, its pH increases and neutralizes the milk so that it becomes slightly alkaline. So it takes longer time to become curd. Sixth question. What happens when water is added to acid? Answer. Water is added to acid. The large amount of heat generated can cause the mixture to splash out, causing burns and may even break the glass container. Okay, two more questions. Seven we have, sorry, not seven, six questions we have learned. Not seven, six questions. Four more questions. First question: give two important uses of washing soda and baking soda. Answer: washing soda. First point: sodium carbonate means washing soda is used in glass, soap, and water industries. Second point, it used in manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax. This is third point. Okay. It can it can be used as a cleaning agent for domestic purpose. Fourth point, not third point, fourth point. It is used for removing permanent hardness of water. Baking soda. First point, sodium hydrogen carbonate is used for making baking soda. Second point, it is an ingredient in antacids. Third point, it is used in soda, acid fire extinguishers. Fourth point, it is used to make cakes, breads, soft and spongy. So we have learned washing soda and baking soda uses. Okay, learn again. Now, second question. Give two important uses of bleaching powder and plaster of Paris. First question, bleaching powder. First point. Second question answer, bleaching powder. First point. Bleaching powder is used for bleaching cotton and linen in textile industries, for bleaching wood pulp in paper industries. In cotton and in paper factories also used bleaching powder is used. So second point, for bleaching powder, for bleaching washed cloths in laundry. Third point, as an oxidizing agent in many chemical industries is used. Fourth point, to make drinking water free from germs, we are using bleaching powder. Plaster of Paris. So here plaster of Paris not end. Okay, wait 1 minute. Since you have to write of, it is hard to write with this pencil here. Of plaster of Paris, not plaster in Paris. And again If you see in question also same it is there. So don't think about it. Just learn from here. Plaster of Paris. First point, doctors use plaster of Paris for supporting fractured bones in the right position. Second point, plaster of Paris is used for making toys. For making toys and for supporting fractured bones, we are going to use plaster of Paris. And again, two examples are there here. Materials for decoration. Fourth point, for making surfaces smooth, we are going to use plaster of Paris. Third question, what are the applications of pH in daily life? Answer, plants and animals are pH sensitive. First point, 2 points we are going to write here. Our body works the pH range of 7.0 to 7.8. Living organisms can survive only in a narrow range of pH change. Second point, when pH of rainwater is less than 5.6, the survival of aquatic life is difficult. Tooth decay. First, we are going to see 5 points. Wait, I'll change this first. Tooth decay. 5 points we are going to learn. Tooth decay starts when the pH of the mouth is lower than 5.5. Second point, tooth enamel made of calcium phosphate is the hardest substance in the body. Third point, but it is corroded when the pH in the mouth is below 5.5 pH in our digestive system. Fourth point, during indigestion, the stomach produces too much acid and this causes pain and irritation. Fifth point, to get rid of this pain, people use mild bases called antacids. pH of the soil. Plants require a specific pH range for their healthy growth. Okay, we completed third question. Now we are moving to fourth question. This diagram is for 4 mark question. So practice this. See this fourth question. Draw diagram which shows the acid solution in water conducts electricity. We have to draw diagram. Acid solution in water conducts electricity. So I will zoom this one. See this properly. So you have to label the parts also. Bulb, switch, beaker, nail, dilute HCl. Insert solution is there, na? That is dilute HCl solution. Rubber cork, 6-volt battery. This is switch. Everything you have to label. Then only you'll get good marks. And you have to draw neatly also. Okay, practice these diagrams. And fifth is also 4 to 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. These questions all are diagrams only. So practice this. I will just scroll, then you can see this. Fifth question. Draw a diagram of arrangement of operators for the reaction of acids with metals, or draw the diagram showing the reaction of zinc granules with dilute HCl and testing hydrogen gas by a burning matchstick. So this is standard test tube. In that test tube, you can see dilute sulfuric acid and the zinc granules and it releases hydrogen gas bubbles when we burn. Okay, and if you see this is in this soap solution is there. These are all soap bubbles filled with hydrogen. When we are burning of hydrogen gas with a, then we'll get pop sound. You're going to burn with candle. Okay, see this. This is a delivery tube. Everything you have to draw properly. Sixth question. Draw a diagram of passing carbon dioxide gas through calcium hydroxide solutions when carbonates or metal hydrogen carbonates react with acids. So here two test strips you have to draw. You can see this labeling part, everything. Here it is neat and clean. Like this only you have to draw in exam. Okay? Practice this diagram also. And last one, draw the diagram showing chloroalkali process. You see here, these are all labeled. Okay, you can practice properly. So this is chloroalkali process. So practice this all. In next video, we are going to learn chapter 3 question and answers. So thank you for watching.